Netflix, the very word, conjures images of cozy nights in, endless entertainment, and escape from the mundane. With a few clicks, we can journey to far-off lands, delve into true crime mysteries, or lose ourselves in heartwarming sitcoms. The streaming giant has revolutionized how we consume media, offering a vast library of content at our fingertips. But what happens when the stories we invite into our homes harbor a dark secret? What happens when the faces lighting up our screens belong to children exploited for profit? Behind the perfectly curated feeds and seemingly innocent smiles of child influencers lies a complex and often disturbing reality. These young stars, some barely old enough to tie their own shoes, generate millions of views and dollars for themselves and their families. But at what cost? The pressure to perform, the constant scrutiny of online audiences, and the blurred lines between childhood and commerce can have devastating consequences. The dark underbelly of the kidfluencer industry was thrust into the spotlight with the case of Piper Rockell, a 17-year-old YouTube star with millions of followers. A Netflix documentary series, Bad Influence: The Dark Side of Kidfluencing, exposed allegations of exploitation and abuse levied against Rockell's mother and manager, Tiffany Smith. The series detailed a lawsuit filed by former collaborators accusing Smith of mistreating young performers, subjecting them to inappropriate working conditions and prioritizing profit over their well-being. Tragically, Rockell's story is not an isolated incident. The Netflix documentary also sheds light on other disturbing cases, exposing a pattern of abuse within the world of child influencers. Ruby Franke, the matriarch behind the once popular family vlogging channel 8 Passengers, was convicted of felony aggravated child abuse in 2023. Franke's documented mistreatment of her children on camera shocked viewers worldwide, raising urgent questions about the lack of oversight and protection for child influencers. Similarly, in 2017, Michael and Heather Martin, the parents behind the YouTube prank channel Daddy05, faced charges of child neglect after subjecting their children to cruel and exploitative pranks for online content. These harrowing cases underscore a critical gap in our legal system, the lack of adequate regulations to protect child influencers. While laws exist to safeguard child actors and models in traditional media, these protections haven't kept pace with the rapid rise of social media and the influencer economy. For years, child influencers have operated in a legal grey area, vulnerable to exploitation and abuse with little recourse. Recognizing the urgent need for change, California became the first state to enact legislation specifically addressing the unique vulnerabilities of child influencers. In 2025, the state implemented two landmark bills, AB 1880 and SB 764, aimed at providing crucial protections for these young content creators. The new laws mandate that a portion of a child influencer's earnings be set aside in a trust fund, ensuring their financial security even after their online fame fades. The movement to protect child influencers extends beyond American borders. In the United Kingdom, Dr. Francis Rees, a leading expert on child online safety, has been a vocal advocate for stricter regulations. Dr. Rees argues that the UK must follow California's lead and implement comprehensive guidelines to safeguard children from exploitation in the influencer space. The consequences of exploiting children for online content extend far beyond lost earnings or missed childhood experiences. The emotional and psychological toll on these young stars can be profound and long-lasting. The pressure to maintain a perfect online persona, the constant scrutiny of viewers, and the potential for cyberbullying can leave lasting scars. Many former child influencers have spoken out about their struggles with anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues, highlighting the urgent need for greater support and protection for these vulnerable young people. As viewers, consumers, and citizens, we have a moral obligation to demand better for our children. We must hold platforms accountable for allowing the exploitation of minors on their watch. We must support legislation that protects child influencers and ensures their well-being, and we must educate ourselves and our children about the potential dangers lurking behind seemingly innocent online content. The digital world holds immense opportunities for creativity and connection, but we must remain vigilant in our efforts to protect the most vulnerable among us. Let's work together to ensure that childhood, in all its messy, joyful and carefree glory, remains a time of exploration and wonder, not exploitation and profit.